Good morning, guys. I would have already done like a little intro to this vlog, kind of explaining what has been happening at the house, but it's currently a Sunday morning and we are actually headed there right now to basically get as much done as we possibly can because the plasters are going in tomorrow. So everything is like finally kind of coming together, but there's just a lot that we need to sort out before they can go in, basically putting up like a load of plasterboard. So we're heading there today, so I thought I'd pick up the camera and bring you guys with me. I can give you an update as to what it looks like, because obviously I would have explained like there's a wall down, we've still got a window to go in and stuff, so there will be more updates after this. But oh my god, there's so many trees in the road. But we're just gonna head there and get a load of bits done today. I think I still need to get some wallpaper off the wall, and then it's literally just gonna be plasterboarding, so hopefully some satisfying time lapses. But we've just picked up some lunch. I also got some breakfast. We headed to the gym this morning, hence why I'm looking a little bit rouge on the cheeks. But yeah, we've got this to do today, and then we're heading out for a nice dinner this evening, so that's going to be my motivation today. So I am just really quickly jumping into today's vlog to tell you guys a little bit about the sponsor of today's video. I am currently on the guest bed because this is actually where I decided to put this Emma mattress. I'm going to start by saying I've had so many compliments from all of the guests that stay in this bedroom. They love the mattress. I always get questions on where it's from, what it is. So these mattresses actually have like quite a lot of science behind them. So they have like motion isolation, so especially if you're in bed with another person, then if you're like a little bit of a light sleeper, let's say, like I personally move about in my sleep all the time. Brad literally sleeps like a rock, so it's quite good to have little technologies like that because it means the other person won't get disturbed sleep. But it also has some stress relieving elements to it, pressure relieving elements as well, and it also regulates your temperature as you're sleeping, which is perfect as we go into the warmer months. If you guys are thinking of refreshing your mattress anytime soon, or maybe you want to kind of sort out your sleeping habits, because it is recommended that we all get 7 to 8 hours sleep every single night, and I feel like a good night's sleep absolutely starts with your mattress and how comfortable you are. So if you want to give Emma Sleep a little go and test out their mattresses, then you actually can on a 200-day trial. So the delivery of the mattresses is free. The delivery is also super easy to unbox them and set the mattresses up. Is so straightforward and honestly actually quite fun because they are super vacuum packed when they arrive, so it's really easy to like get it into your house, bring it upstairs, and then once you cut it open, it literally just like flips open and you just got to leave it a little while to kind of inflate to its full height. Super straightforward process. I'm sure if you have kids, they'll probably find it very entertaining. But like I say, they do have their 200-day trial, so if you're not overly happy with it, then you can send it back free of charge as well. So free deliveries, free returns. But honestly, I have no doubt that you would absolutely love them. So like I say, if that is the job that you have been putting off for a little while, then hopefully this will help you. And I do also have a discount code if you want to check Emma out. I'm going to leave it on screen, and I'll also leave it linked in the description, as well as a link directly to the products that they have. Also a huge shout out to Emma for sponsoring this section of today's video. Right, we're back in our usual little vlogging spot. Brad is right above me, so you'll probably hear a lot of noise because he's going to start plasterboarding. But I wanted to really quickly update you. So we're in the lounge. Here hasn't really changed, I think, since you last saw it. There's probably just less wires hanging around because they have now been channeled into the wall. So the electrician was around yesterday and they've put all the electrics in. So we can obviously have light switch here, plug sockets down there, some there as well, and another light switch over there. So that is all done in here. There's also another plug socket for there. And then the only thing that I think has been really renovating in here as such is all of this window surround has been all boarded up, because this was where we had a real bad damp issue. So you might have remembered down here there was like a big damp patch, like as in it was crumbling away. So that's all now been boarded up and like all plastered in and stuff. So this little bit of roof was not weatherproof at all. There was literally rain coming through it, so that has also been completely redone and all patched up, so that is now perfect. And obviously doesn't let anything in anymore. So yeah, that is the bay window sorted. We were thinking of getting shutters, but they obviously are going to be quite expensive, and we're still really not sure on whether to sell this place or still to rent it out. Obviously our original plan was to do this place up to rent it out, but to be honest, like being completely transparent, You can get a lot of money for houses at the moment, especially if you are flipping them. And obviously when you think back to the state that this house was in when we first got it, it's like completely different now. So we do have a bit of an opportunity to kind of like make it the perfect first home for someone, like a really easy sell. So we're gonna see how we feel when it's all completely done, like obviously get it valued and see what we might be able to make on it. And if it's not too much, then we'll probably rent it out. But if it is quite a substantial amount, then we may end up selling it. Sorry about that. But yeah, that is the lounge. There are still some wires that are hanging down because obviously we're gonna have a light fixture up there. So there's a few bits and bobs to do in here. We also need to change the front door. That's something I want to do. But going through into the hallway, nothing has changed in here. This is obviously what needs replastering, so they're coming in tomorrow to get this all done. That is where we are putting the plasterboard up at the moment. I don't think I actually was here when this wall was down, but Brad actually took the bedroom wall down. I'll throw some pictures up on screen so you can see what it looked like, because this was all just crumbling and it was almost easier to just restart. So that's what he did recently, and we're obviously just kind of rebuilding the wall as such. But yeah, otherwise there really is nothing different in here. So this is the biggest change. So I'm going to quickly insert a clip of this room when I was last here so you guys can see like how different it was. Obviously there was a separate kind of second lounge, I would say. Then the kitchen was like in its own room. It had walls up and stuff, but we've decided to take it down. So now we have a massive open plan like kitchen diner. It's really dark in here. I do apologize for that, but we have no lights and we currently don't have a window here. So it's like super dark in all of the rooms at the moment. Yeah, this is what it's now looking like. So we have still the kitchen area here. Like we obviously have our boiler. The plumbing for the sink is all still in. So we're gonna kind of keep the same layout, but because we've opened it all up, we now can basically have like an alley kitchen. So counters either side, obviously sink that side, a cooker and a hob and things like that. But then we're actually thinking of coming out to about here and having like a breakfast bar. Obviously a lot of kitchens have that kind of style, and I personally love a breakfast bar with like a little island vibe. I think a breakfast bar is going to work best because we still don't have too much room to play with. It looks really big at the moment, but obviously there's pretty much nothing in here. If I give you an idea of scale, this is the boiler that we currently have, so that's kind of how far out the units will come. So if you think of that like all the way across, it still leaves you with not too much floor space. And I guess that's where the old sink was. So again, you can see that there won't be too much, but it will work perfectly as an alley kitchen. And then like I say, with like a breakfast bar here, I think it's so much more sociable. It really, really opens up the house. So I'm excited about this. I feel like it's quite hard to envision right now because obviously there's so much going on in here. There's a lot around. But the next step for in here, obviously we need to replaster. So that'll be all sorted tomorrow, I believe. But we also need to, we've bought the window for this space, but we need Matt to fit it for us. So currently there's actually 2 old doors on here. I think he found one in the shed and one was like upstairs. He's just fixed them to the wall just to make sure it's weatherproof basically. But yeah, there's gonna be a massive window, literally the whole span across this. So you can imagine like how much more light that's gonna bring in. And then if you remember what the kitchen, like how the layout used to be, there was actually the back door here next to the sink. So we've moved that, we've moved it to in here and obviously changed the door as well. So we've now got an all glass one. So again, it lets the light in. I think this was literally like was it from B&Q?
Okay.
Was it from B&Q, this door?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't too expensive, but it kind of does the job really. So yeah, the boys bricked up the doorway in what was the kitchen, and then kind of widened this area here because there was a window. So they just took it down to the floor and a bit higher, I think, or it might actually, I think it might be the same height. Whether they put this in, I'm not sure. But I just know that they widened this area to obviously be able to fit a door in, and I think it works perfectly. The door also swings out, so it's not like, it doesn't come into the room, so you could obviously put something here if you wanted, like a console table or something like that. Yeah, I think that is kind of the biggest change, I guess. Like obviously it's the most drastic change we've done. We still have a lot of issues with the ceilings. I think this ceiling might be coming down, but up there is the master bedroom, which I'll take you guys upstairs in a sec and show you up there. But I think I mentioned in the last video we're gonna create the little desk or like office space in this area here. That is still yet to be done and planned. But again, electric's all done in here. This is just to support this wall, because this is the wall that we took out, but it is supporting, so the boys had to put this in to make sure the house didn't fall down, basically. Lastly, down here, I suppose the bathroom. I don't think I've showed you this with the wall out. I think last time we were here, the wall was in and this was still a separate toilet and bathroom as such, but we've taken that wall down because it wasn't supporting, it wasn't needed. It's given us much more of like a better space to deal with, I would say. We are thinking obviously still to have a shower in here, because it's just like the best place to put it, and it's where the old shower was, so there's still plumbing and stuff that we can reuse. And then, to be honest, probably still have the toilet there and a sink here, which is literally how it was laid out. There was just a wall in between, because we basically want to be able to put a unit in here, not too big, like nothing too drastic, but to be able to put a washing machine in it. I think I might have already mentioned this, but we just feel like with the kitchen being not small, but like it would be good to have extra space there for like storage or for the stove or something. We don't want to have to put the washing machine in the kitchen, so we are thinking of trying to build like a unit in here that will be small enough to obviously fit the rest of the bathroom in, but will be big enough to have a washing machine, tumble dryer on top, and have it closed away. So that's our thoughts for in here. But again, there was quite a few issues with the roof. I think the boys kind of took the roof off and realised that these were very rotted. I think they're not great, but they have treated them and replaced the ones that were really bad, and obviously reinforced the roof, like rebuilt all of this. The tiles just need to go back on and then it's all sorted. So yeah, that is a little kind of walkthrough update as to where we're at. Like I say, I haven't been here for a little while, so I feel like quite a lot has changed. But there's obviously still a very long way to go. I think as soon as we get this plasterboard up and the plasterers can come in, it's going to look a little bit more normal, and then obviously we can paint, we can sort the skirting boards out, all things like that that are going to make it more of a home. Anyway, I am going to join Brad upstairs and help him with the plasterboarding to get the boards up, screw them in place. We're going to crack on really, because we do have a lot to get on with and not too much time, so I will catch up with you in a bit. Hello guys, I'm jumping back into this video. I honestly can't remember when I last filmed a clip for it, but I'm back at the house today, so I thought I'd pick up the camera and just show you a few updates to kind of round this off, and show you where we're at so far. A lot has actually happened. Like, we haven't been to the house in a very long time, but the window's been put in the kitchen and all of the electrics are now done. We just need like plug sockets. I can't remember if I've already showed you that in this video, but I'll show you again just in case. And then I can take you upstairs and show you updates up there, because we have plasterboarded the back bedroom, or the front bedroom technically, the guest bedroom. The master bedroom still needs a lot of work doing to it. Yeah, in the back bedroom we still need to like take the ceiling down and everything. So no, the ceiling is down. We don't need to take the ceiling down. We need to sort the walls out in there. But like I say, the guest bedroom is somewhat like getting there. It just obviously needs to be plastered, but the aim is to get the house ready for the plasterers to come in to just basically do their job, and just be able to crack straight on. So that's the aim over the next couple of weeks. But like I say, today we're just here to like check everything out, see what's been updated, and also pick up our Hoover because it's been here for so long, and our house at home, like our actual house that we live in, needs a Hoover. So this is what the lounge is looking like. I think you guys have seen this. I don't think anything has changed in here apart from obviously the electrics are all done, but like I say, we do need plug sockets still. I am gonna get in contact with a company in Norfolk that do shutters for this window. As you walk down this road, literally every single house with a bay window has shutters in it, and I just think it would look so perfect in this window. So we are going to invest in those and get them done. There is major updates that we need to give you guys, but honestly I think I'm going to do it in a different video and just kind of explain everything that's going on in life right now, because it's a lot and I want to be able to like sit down and explain it all properly without getting anything confused, and just try and update you guys on what's going on in life. So long story short, we are going to invest in the shutters in here just to make it feel a lot more homely. I just think it is like the perfect home for that. I feel like if you have a bay window, they just like need shutters. So yeah, I'm gonna get in touch with that company and get them to come and quote how much that will be. The front door, I think I said in this video already, we need to change this, but we did actually find one in B&Q that wasn't too expensive, so I think we'll probably go for that. But then coming through into this area, which obviously you guys have seen, the wall has come down. I think last time I was in here in this video it was super dark because there was 2 doors that were basically covering this, what was a hole. So the window has now been put in and it basically just matches this door that we had put in over here, but it's quite big. It literally spans like the whole way across. If you imagine this is where the sink is going to go, this just brings in so much more light to this room. I will actually take you guys outside so you can kind of see what it's all looking like, because obviously we're going to get rid of these like corrugated iron, not even fences, I don't even know what they are, but we are going to replace them with obviously like some nicer looking fences, and then the garden goes all the way down there. So yeah, I suppose that is the biggest update in here. We finally have a really nice window, and then the bathroom still needs a lot of work. The roof has all been fixed, as you guys would have seen, but otherwise it's a mess and we need to sort this out. We basically need to go to Brad's granddad and design a whole new bathroom for in here, which we have started doing, to be fair, so maybe this will be next thing on the list. So we've got all this writing on the wall because this is where the electricians like, so they know where to put all the plug sockets in. So this is where we are planning on having the washing machine and tumble dryer, like a cupboard, so they can kind of hide away, and it gives us more space in the kitchen. Again, I think I might have told you guys that, but I think that will work really nicely in here. But yeah, I'm just so happy with how light and like spacious this room now feels. I think having 2 separate reception rooms was just a bit of a waste of space. This could be used so much better as a family room. Like obviously the kitchen will be in here. We're thinking of having a breakfast bar come up to like here, and then like a cute sofa and things like that. And obviously having the window and now the glass door, it brings the light right through into the room. I think we are still going to stick to the idea in here of having it as like a little office space. So over time we will take this wall out a little bit and put like a desk area in there, which I think will be really nice. So yeah, that is technically the updates in here. Obviously you guys can see like we need to sort the walls out in here as well to be replastered. I think this ceiling is going to have to come down as well. So it'll be the same job as what we did upstairs, which I will go and show you in a sec. But let me quickly take you outside. There is kind of a lot happening. This is another job that we need to also figure out, because we want to move the oil tank, I think, to the bottom of the garden, just so it's a little bit further away from the house and just kind of out the way. But obviously we're going to need to have this empty before we can even think about moving it. So that'll be a job for another day. I think we're going to get rid of this shed. We don't really need it, to be honest. Obviously there is some of their stuff as well that was left here, so we're going to get rid of all of this, and then Brad's dad is going to help us out with the garden. And again, we just need to come up with a little design and hopefully have this ready for summertime, like when the weather's a bit nicer. But obviously there is quite a lot to do. There's some really cute plants in here though, to be fair. This is where we have literally just been storing all of the stuff that has come out of the house. So again, over time and when we find some time, this all needs to go to the dump. So we've kept this up for now. Obviously we are going to take this down, also because it leans up against the neighbours, and I think it's been causing them issues with like rain. All the water just sits against their brick wall, which is obviously not good. So we do need to take this down, but we're going to do that all when we come back from our trip away. But that is what the garden is looking like. So you guys can see we now have the back door here and the window just here, which I think just looks so much better, and it works so much better in this house as well. So going upstairs, the stairs obviously still need to be ripped up, and we'll probably recarpet these, or I think they're just wooden underneath, so we are maybe thinking of doing a carpet runner, because again I think that would look really nice in this house. I don't know when I last filmed up here, but this has all been plasterboarded, so this is the room that we have been working on recently and I think finished. So that is kind of ready to be plastered. There are still a few bits to do, but the biggest job was this kind of hallway, because obviously it's so tall from the stairs all the way up there. So because the boys actually took out this wall, it meant they were able to get the plasterboard up quite easily. We've had the electrics wired in, so we can obviously have a light in here. But yeah, that is the stairway. And then in this room, luckily not all of it needs like work doing. This can just be kind of skimmed over with plaster, because it's actually fine. Like there's not really any damp issues or anything. So yeah, it was kind of half a job. Like in the other room, I think we're gonna have to plasterboard the entire room and replaster it, but we will tackle that. But yeah, this is what we were doing in this video. I think you guys saw a couple of clips of this. We've just put all the plasterboard up in here, so then the plasterers can come in and, like I say, kind of just crack on and get the job done. We've also done it in this little cupboard, which I think, to be honest, I did ask for like suggestions on what we could do in here, but I think we're just going to leave it as an open space because the attic is up here, so there's not really a lot you can do with it. I suppose we could put some shelves on here, literally just on this wall, but that is probably all you can really do. It's just not a massive space. It is a little bit wasted, but yeah. Anyway, this will be plastered as well along with the rest of this room. And that is kind of it done, I guess, in here. Obviously the ceilings will be done as well. And then next job, I guess, will be trying to neaten up these floorboards and get them looking a little bit cleaner, really. In the master bedroom, again, I'm not sure when you guys would have last seen this room. This has been plasterboarded on the ceiling, but as you can tell, we've got a bit of work to do on the walls as well. So still a lot to do in here. One thing I did start doing in here was to see how well we could get these bricks to come up, because I think I've showed you guys this area. Like we found basically this brick wall behind some old plaster that was literally just crumbling away when we were taking the wallpaper off. So we're thinking of actually keeping this brick wall as a feature and putting like a wooden kind of shelf or like ledge on here, and then having plaster on the bottom. So I basically just used a wire brush and just scraped all of this off, and they've actually come up really nicely. So yeah, again, another job to add to the list. And then the final thing that we literally haven't touched at all, really, the boys have just taken out like the toilet and the sink and everything, but this is obviously going to be the ensuite for the master bedroom. So I think we're actually going to put a bath in here, because we'll have a shower in the bathroom downstairs, and I think we're going to do a bath shower situation in here because it's like a really nice big space, and it just makes a bit more sense, a bit more practical. And then we'll probably have the toilet back where it was, sink probably back where it was, and yeah, it's like a really nice, decent sized ensuite, really. But I feel like that is everything in the house that I maybe haven't showed you guys. Like I say, we haven't been here for a while, we haven't been working on the house for a while because we've honestly just had so much going on. Like Brad's nearly coming to the end of his time at his job, so he's been working really hard. I have been away, Brad's been away, like there's been a lot going on, so we haven't really been able to kind of get ourselves here and crack on with all the projects, but we will get back into it. Obviously when Brad is finished with work, he will be here a lot, so hopefully there'll be some more updates to show you guys very soon. But like I say, there is a whole load of news that I want to just kind of go over with you and update you on our life situation and what's going to be happening in the very near future. So look out for a video soon because I will explain all. and everything will make a bit more sense. But yeah, that is the house for now. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out Emma Sleep if you need to update your mattress. They also have like duvets and cushions and all things like that, so if there is anything that you're after, then definitely check it out. Like I said before, my links will all be down in the description. But yeah, I'm going to wrap this one up here. Thank you so much for watching as always, and hopefully I'll speak to you very soon in my next video. Bye guys.